out there, and welcome to another episode of Guitar Chat with attorney Steven Rubin. I'm attorney Steven Rubin, a business, nonprofit, and tax lawyer in Santa Monica, California. And in this episode of Guitar Chat, I want to talk to you about a very special guy. Very, very special. Now, I've been playing guitar since I was 13, and my interests have taken me all over the place. I grew up musically in the early 70s. Hendrix, Santana, my personal idol, Duane Allman and the Allman Brothers, and his running mate, Dickie Betts. And I have Eric Clapton, just surrounded myself with blues rock guitarists and guitar music. But there was a guy. There was a guy when I was a kid watching a TV show called Hee Haw. And some of you might be young enough, shall I say, to remember Hee Haw, and some of you perhaps not. But I got to tell you, this guy, he was something special because he played, or he was known for country music, but he was a little bit like Tommy Tedesco. He could play anything, virtually any style, genre, and he could do it marvelously. And he was a great entertainer. He could tell jokes and hold an audience in his hand. And I'm talking about Mr. Roy Clark. We lost Mr. Clark in 2018, and I came across his obituary in the Friday, November 16, 2018 edition of the LA Times, and it has a picture of Mr. Clark here. It says country musician and hee haw star. So let's have a quick look at old Roy here. Hey there, Roy. So he he didn't look like a rock star. He didn't look like a guitar playing gunslinger. He wasn't known for playing those great blues rock songs that I love. But you listen to this guy play. I don't care what style you were into and what style he played, you took notice. Because Roy could flat out bring it. And I think he played on, what was his name? Not Chet Atkins. Oh, I can't think of his name, but the other musician on the Bakersfield Country Star who appeared on Hee Haw alongside Roy. But I got to tell you, Roy could just flat out play. Now, I was reading through his obituary here and came across just a couple interesting facts, because you got to read it. Go to the Friday, November 16, 2018 edition of the LA Times, the obituary for Roy Clark. Look it up and just read about this guy. It makes your head spin how accomplished he was, and so humble, so humble. But it says here in 1976 he headlined a tour of the Soviet Union, breaking boundaries that were usually closed to Americans. He was that kind of guy. He was that kind of universal appeal. Even the Soviet Union, that's right, when it was still the Soviet Union, couldn't say no to Roy Clark and let him come in and put on some shows and do his thing. And the other neat thing I came upon in reading through his obituary was that his fans included not just musicians, like this guy right here, but baseball great Mickey Mantle, the Mickey Mantle. It says the Yankees outfielder was moved to tears by Yesterday When I Was Young, one of Roy's hits, one of his big hits, and made Clark promise to sing at his memorial, a request that Roy Clark granted after Mickey Mantle died in 1995. How special is that? How special is that? Mickey Mantle requested for Roy Clark to play at his memorial service after he passed. So, often I try to close out with a song or something, an episode of Guitar Chat. I thought, what would I play for this guy? I'm not steeped in country music, with apologies to all you great country music fans out there. I love it. I love listening to country music, but it was never something that I really learned as a performer and included in my performances and my sets. But it says here somewhere that among the songs that he was known for was Malagueña, the great classic Malagueña, and I think I know the opening notes to that. So I thought, why not try to close out this episode of Guitar Chat honoring country musician, superstar, and Hee Haw Star. Check that out on YouTube. You're definitely going to enjoy some hee haw. So I thought, what better way to try to honor this guitar virtuoso than Mr. Non-Virtuoso here trying to stumble through the first few bars of Malagueña. So here goes. Maestro. Stumbled a little bit out of the starting block, I know, but finished strong. Thank you for watching this episode of Guitar Chat. Please visit my nonprofit, guitarsforjustice.org, that supports the homeless by supporting the LA Mission here in Los Angeles. And I will see you next time here on Guitar Chat. Take care.